Hey, how's it going, guys? This is your boy Hazzed, and today we're going to be talking about the 6.2 PTR stats. What should your stat priority be? It's going to matter if you're playing dual wield or two-hander, so we're going to break into these separate stats, and yeah, let's talk about what you're going to be using. Let's do this, guys. Here we're at the vendor on the PTR, and it basically has all the gear for next season. The gear has definitely been simplified. There was more gear selection in the previous season, but it looks like they're going to eliminate the Ashran and like how there was separate multi-strike stuff. Now there is a couple different items you can get to be a little bit more versatile towards your class that'll make it better. Now the everything's normal, as in like weapons, of course. Your weapon choice is going to be two-hander if you're two-hander, of course. A one-handers if you're dual wield. Whether or not you should be axe, sword, or mace isn't really a factor. I mean, yeah, it's really not a factor anymore. As for set gear, you can pretty much wear your complete set gear. Basically getting all the stats, getting that frost stuff. Now where it comes matters is let's see here. We got waste here, and we got the waste here. Now, you can either choose crit haste, or you can go haste multi-strike. Now, I'm definitely going to go haste multi-strike out of those. Obviously, I did in my piece. Crit's kind of useless. Haste is great, but if you can get multi-strike, which is going to be probably the top stat for both dual-wield and two-hander, so top stat multi-strike, definitely. As for boots, we got crit mastery and we got mastery multi-strike. Obviously, we're going mastery multi-strike again because that is going to be OP for both two-handed and dual-wield. Now, here we got haste mastery and we got crit multi-strike. Now, that's going to be a bit of a test item, guys. I got to admit. But I'd have to say, you may want to go a little bit haste mastery if you're going dual wield, and I might go crit multi-strike for two-hander, but it's definitely kind of a toss-up between those two items. Definitely have to test this and see if there's any difference. Okay, so let's jump the rings. We got crit mastery here, which, okay, so dual wield, crit mastery. All right, yeah, you want the mastery for dual wield. You definitely want the mastery. Here we got haste multi-strike. Of course, haste multi-strike, amazing. All right, we got crit multi-strike. Now, again, we're faced with basically the same decision earlier. Now, keep in mind, if you're faced with this decision, if you're building more multi-strike, go multi-strike. If you're building more mastery, go mastery. Now, if you're building mastery, you're dual wield. You're dual wield. If you're building mastery, you're going to be going dual wield. Now, here on this item, I would definitely, yeah, that's a question. That's a good question. Now, see, if I was playing complete dual wield, I'd probably switch this out with that second one I have. I notice I have that haste multi-strike trinket as my or ring as my second one. I definitely exchanged that out. Yeah, definitely. Maybe I don't. No, definitely wouldn't. Would keep what I have. Yep. I was wrong about this ring. Don't even manage. We don't like that ring. If anything, I may sacrifice the crit mastery for the crit multi-strike with two-hander. Other than that, I wouldn't bother with this ring. But with the full rotation of two-hander, if you're going a little bit mastery into it, it might help slightly. But I don't know. I would take the multi-strike over it, guys. Alright, so basically this is a tanking ring. You don't want to mind that. Tanking ring again. You don't want to mind those for DPS. Right here we have, of course, your neck. You can have crit mastery. I mean, if you're dual wield, that's great. Haste multi-strike, that's going to be for two-hander, definitely. If you're multi-strike building dual wield anyways, go with that. But I wouldn't say it. And this is definitely for tanking, but that's going to be that's a nice one. We're going to go with that one, definitely, if we're going two-hander. And then, of course, that one dual wield. Alright, so back piece, we got haste mastery, we got crit haste. Alright, so obviously we're going to go the haste mastery one. The crit haste one's pretty much useless. Don't mind that. We're going haste mastery, definitely. Alright, so we have the crit health, and then, of course, the stam health, which we're not going to mind with those because we're not even going to pay attention to those. And for the trinkets, if you're using a trinket, we have the versatility and stam one. Of course, if you're DPSing, you want the versatility one if you need that extra trinket. And now, since I am always double DPS, basically we got these. Now we have the strength and we have the versatility. If you're going two-handed, use strength, use versatility. Now, if you're going dual wield, use mastery versatility. Why? Because basically those things exchange out. And of course, you want the mastery for your frost damage because in dual wield, you're going to be trying to capitalize on that frost damage. Now, what about enchants for 6.2? Now, the enchants are basically going to be, if you're building a multi-strike build for either dual wield or two-handed, you're going to go multi-strike. Now, if you want a hard mastery build, you're going to be definitely going, mastery for your enchants for dual wield since it is frost damage 2H. Now that See, it's going to be a big question of whether or not we want to go versatility, but I'm thinking since most gears leaning towards the mastery, I might have to enchant multi-strike for the 6.2, definitely, because, I don't know, with this giant versatility nerf with the gear being changed out, I feel like we might as well just swap over. But yeah, that's definitely how stats and stuff are looking for 6.2 and PTR, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little ramble on about what we're going to do for 6.2 when it comes to enchants. Of course, dual wield, okay, Rune of the Fallen Crusader, and Razor Ice. You got to have those. And of course, if you're two-handed, you're just going to go Fallen Crusader. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little wandering talking about what stats are going to be. And yeah, I hope you guys understand why we're doing things a bit, why things are changing a little more, and what we're going to do when we get there. So until next time, guys.